As new types of ads on Amazon come out, we need to remember that sponsored products are the main driver of sales. And as Amazon grows, we're going to keep making new types of ads, videos, headline ads, sponsored display, remarketing, retargeting, all of that stuff, right? But you need to remember that sponsored products, top of search, exact match, those are the campaigns and the keywords that drive ranking and that keep us relevant more so than the other types of ads. So I was diving into something with my team this week, and we found a pretty interesting discovery that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is a very, very large account here, you can see, and I just wanted to call to your attention. I'm going to go through all of these columns really quickly. Back in the beginning of the year, they were averaging about 6.5 million a month, and then huge out of stock issues. Okay, so that's, this is in line with what's happening. Everyone's got out of stock, but that was the huge drop here in total sales, was just a lot of bestsellers went out of stock. Ignoring that fact, right? I've got total PPC spend per month, total sales, only sponsored product spend, and then only sponsored product sales. And then so you can see the rest of it here. In January, there was 195K in sponsored product spend. Only 5K of that came from sponsored brands and sponsored display. And then here I have the sponsored product ACOS. So you can see the ACOS from January to September went up by what? 1.5%. Honestly, nothing crazy, right? And that's kind of what you see across the board. As Amazon gets more competitive, yes, ACOS is going to slightly go up because cost per clicks go up. So I wanted to show you this. But then this is the thing that we were looking at, okay? We were saying, regardless of the out of stocks, what's been going on with our ad spend? Where is our ad spend going? In January through March, 98% of our spend and sales were coming from sponsored products. Okay, and our tacos was under, let's say it was under 4%, right? It was very, very healthy. Now, these past 3 months, there's been a lot of new ad types, right? We've been working with a company to make videos. We've been doing video ads. We've been doing remarketing ads, sponsored display, ASIN targeting, headline ads, getting way more coverage to kind of prep for inventory that's coming in. But we made this realization last month that in September, we only have 85% of our spend coming from sponsored products. And sure, I know these aren't huge jumps, guys, but when you're talking with numbers this big, 0.8% in tacos is a lot, okay? So these do look small if you're a smaller seller, but when you're talking in the hundreds of thousands, right, spending tens of thousands of dollars a day, this can be a jump. So we saw this and we're like, okay, now we have 15% of our spend coming from all other types of ads. What are those doing for our tacos? Because you should know this, right? Exact match, sponsored products, those are the ones that drive you up in rankings, right? The most, yes. Headline and video ads, they help with conversions, they help for coverage, they get you impressions. But if you're not getting enough sales with your sponsored products, your ranking is going to slowly start to drop off if you're not relevant at the top of the page. So what we're trying to do here now this month and going into the busy season is at least move this back to 90%. Okay? So we want to see what's going to happen is if we take some spend away from those other campaigns that aren't necessarily helping our ranking right away. Now, because what I have here is I just made a super, super quick list of what I would say some priority campaigns, okay? So, manuals, autos, videos, ASIN targeting, and defensive ads. Very simple, right? Most of your spend should be going into sponsored product manuals. Autos, so many people are against autos and they pause them and they let them go. Always keep your autos running. Sure, they might not do a crazy amount of volume, but you always need to have them there. Video ads. These are the ones where so I have headline ads down here, and I'm going to get to that in a second. If you're pulling spend away, I would really keep focus on video ads as opposed to headline ads, unless maybe keep one or two big ones. What I see a lot of the time is people have too many headline ads, too many videos, and they overlap. They're trying to do too much. That's what we did. I have no problem admitting that. We did too much. We made too many new campaigns, and now we're reeling it back in to go back to these ones that are driving the volume, driving the ranking. Competitor ASIN targeting, your top competitors, go after them hard. Defensive ads, don't get rid of those, okay? Always keep defensive ads. Sure, they're not going to help your ranking, but if you take these away, you're going to lose a lot of brand awareness, okay? These are a lot of the things that are like tier 2 that can start to take away spend and lose the whole big picture for you, okay? So just think about this and remember, sponsored products are king, right? Don't let your sponsored products fall off. So I want to just touch on a quick example here because I found a pretty cool example. I typed in fleece blanket, right? Fleece blanket. And I've got an ad at the top of the page here by Leisure Town. Okay, so remember that name, Leisure Town. I also have Leisure Town's ad right here. Okay, this is Leisure Town's. Now they have a headline and they also have a sponsored product, top of search. They also have the top video ad. Okay, this is more, I know I've talked about this multiple times and people are going to debate me on this, but they have 3 touch points on page 1, right? 3 touch points. Someone's going to click on one of these. If they're seeing you 3 times in a row, they've seen the 3 picture, you obviously have a deal right now, they're going to click on one of those ads. You need to see which one of these is helping you the least. And again, this is if your numbers are failing, if your rankings are failing, this is usually what I see. Is there is a headline ad that is getting the clicks when this sponsored product ad is going to do just fine. It's at the very top of the page. Because on the other hand, we have Bedsure, okay? And Bedsure is the best seller for this category. They have 100,000 reviews on this listing, right? And they're in the very top of search results. They are driving their other new listing with 3,000 reviews at top of search with sponsored products. You don't see their headline ad. You don't see their video ad, okay? You see these new guys that are in there that are probably paying so much for those ads. I'm trying to see down here if Bedsure, nope, it's Leisure Town again with the headline ad. So from a distance, it looks like these guys who are the best seller aren't even running aggressive headlines or video ads because that other competitor has the top spots over them and they're doing just fine, right? Their ranking is super healthy. They probably have very good margins on this because they have that one ad driving all that traffic and it's keeping their ranking extremely healthy. Very quick example, but coming back to this, if tacos is kind of flip-flopping around for you and you've made a lot of new types of ads, go back, look at your sponsored products, okay? Focus on those and keep them driving the sales.